A very nice special welcome. A few days ago, I heard this quote from Charlie Kirk. Education should focus on teaching students how to think, not what to think. This made me think on the how. What is the best way of teaching how to think? So I was answering that by myself. I thought, it's just technically. The best direct way on how is from direct observation in the real world. For example, when you are with a friend in a farmer's market and there are a few apple slices offered just to test out the taste, that would be a good direct way. Your friend may say, "Oh wow, the red apple tastes the most sweet." But when you check it out for yourself, you find that the yellow apple is the most sweet for you. Another way is through problem solving or experimentation. These ways may take more time, but the result gives you an answer that you can think with. You can see for yourself. You can think for yourself. Those are ways on how to think. It's just based on your own observation. That quote from Charlie reminded me on my life in Halle, in communist East Germany, where I grew up. My parents raised us kids up as Catholic, away from the socialistic influence. When we watched TV in Halle, we watched TV from West Germany, even though it was not allowed. It was illegal. We were lucky enough to be able to catch the signal from West Berlin, so we didn't have to watch any East German propaganda. During my studies in university, we students were required to study announcements from the 1971 political convention of the Communistic Partei. The communists were famous for their 5 year economic plan. One point of the 5 year plan from 1971 to 1975 was emphasizing modernization and efficiency to strengthen the socialist economy. But when I was looking around my environment, I saw so many buildings and houses with broken windows, broken walls, broken roofs, all still destroyed since the Second World War. My dad was never able to have the broken windows repaired in his shop. The craftsmen with their own repair shops who did have the skills to fix buildings were considered capitalists, and they were never able to get a telephone or a car, and they had to pay super high tax. So those craftsmen just went out of business. Nothing got repaired, no window repair, no roof repair, just an ugly, dirty city. My dad was a master metalsmith with his own shop. He was considered a capitalist, therefore we had to pay 90% income tax. He also did not got a phone or a car. He wasn't even allowed to hire employees, even my brothers. Going to the local store, sometimes it was not possible to buy toothbrush or even toilet paper. Often each family could only get one roll of toilet paper and then nothing until the next week or even the next month. So this and much more was my personal direct observation of the reality of the economy of East Germany. And the economic conditions got worse years by year. It was not to believe that the words modernization or efficiency applied to East Germany. So in 1975, I took a big chance, a big risk, and I escaped to West Berlin hiding in the trunk of a car. In West Berlin, I learned what is the meaning of modernization and efficiency. Now, back to the quote from Charlie Kirk: direct observation with open eyes. That is the best way to learn how to think. If you don't have an opportunity to make a direct observation yourself, then perhaps you know somebody that you can ask, or you can just read all that you can read about. So, to teach your students how to think, inspire your students to stay curious and have them compare new information with what they have already learned from their own experiences. This will make their senses sharp. If you wish to learn how to teach really well, click on the link in the description to sign up for your video course, Learn How to Teach Well. Please give this video a like, write a comment, and subscribe to our channel.